What's up, Cancer? Welcome to your April 2021 general reading. This is going to be for you, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs, but of course, it's not going to resonate with all of you guys, so definitely check out your other placements, okay? Thank you for being here. I'm actually really happy you're here because, listen, after pulling these cards, it is clear to me that Cancer needs a bit of a pep talk, okay? So that's what today is. Today is going to be your pep talk. Before we get into it, let's talk about some dates really quick. We've got the new moon coming up on the 11th of this month. That's going to be new moon in Aries. Great time to set new intentions. Great time to do your new moon rituals and all of that and get geared up for what you want in the next 6 months, right? We've got the full moon in Scorpio at the end of the month. That's going to be on the 26th. There's going to be a lot of closing out of things. That might be a very emotional moon, especially for you guys, which you're ruled by the moon. So I always assume that Cancers feel the moon activity quite strong. But also it's your fellow water sign, right? And Scorpio is the sign that rules death and transformation and sex and, all the deep 8th house energies. Also, Mercury is in Aries right now. It just moved there, I want to say on the 3rd. I'm going to be honest with you. I don't know quite what that does for you. I just kind of feel like really for the most part, Cancer, you're going to be sticking to yourself a lot of this month because I just feel like a lot of this and the outside stuff might feel like it's a lot. But the problem with that is while you're sticking to yourself, you get to thinking. And sometimes the thoughts aren't always the most productive, right? That Mercury in Aries makes people come off a little bit more aggressive, whether that is literally how they're coming off or whether that's what we're perceiving. It makes people demand, to be heard and all that. And all those are really, really great things, but it can be overwhelming. And so for you guys, it feels like you might be taking some time away from people a little bit more this month. Also because things are just kind of moving fast and it feels like you just don't know where you're moving. Right? So this month for you guys, it's all about 10th house energy, which is connected to Capricorn. So it's really about your career, your public image, your monies, that type of thing, authority. This month, a lot of emphasis on that. So there is opportunities for you to move forward and to be successful in whatever it is that you're doing, but you've got so much doubt right now. I don't know who made you feel like you can't do shit or like you need other people in order to do things, but that is a lie. Okay? That's a lie. With that full moon in Scorpio, though, that is going to be activating your 5th house, which is really, really great for creativity, right? That's connected to Leo energy. So a really great time if you have certain projects that you've been working on to really kind of flex your creativity. It's a great time for romance if you allow it. Time with kids, all those things. So really this month practice and really try to reach for a higher vibe, a better feeling, because there's a lot of stuckness here. This is the unseen energy. This is the 8 of Swords. So this is about literally being stuck. This is about not knowing what to do. So we get in that mental paralysis, right? But 8 of Swords, the only person that's sticking that person is them. There's nothing else holding them back from wiggling out of these bandages, going up that mountain where there's a castle waiting there. There's shelter, there's food, there's security, there's love, there's, all the things. So be really careful of your thoughts this month and, your blocks this month. Because I will tell you, the first card that came out here, Cancer, is this 2 of Pentacles. So you've been doing a lot of dancing around something, right? But how long can someone juggle like this? He's on one foot. He's in front of the ocean. The waves are about to kick him up from behind. Like, what? If this has to do with a person deciding on moving forward with them or a relationship, you have to figure out what these swords mean for you, what these thoughts are. And you have to figure out if this is you self-sabotaging or if these are valid things, right? If this is about a job or an opportunity, you have to figure out what these swords are. And you have to figure out how to put some of them down so that you're able to move forward and do what you got to do. Because literally the only one person blocking you is you. And I will say, Two of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune, Three of Swords, if you don't end up making a decision, the decision will be made for you and you might not like it. See, that's the great thing about tarot that people don't understand. I'm not here to tell you what's going to happen. It's really to weigh up the probabilities, right? You can look at this reading and you can make decisions and you can move in ways that get you to the point that you want to get. But as it's seen right now in this time, moving exactly the way you've been moving and things happening the exact way it's been happening, pretty much this leads to you not even having the choice anymore. You're not having the decision anymore. You're going to take the power out of your own hands. So it's really up to you, I think, this month to work on what these blocks are. If they're valid, if it's just you being scared, if it's you feeling like you don't deserve something or deserve someone, or, you know, you trying to overthink something, or are these really valid, like non-negotiables? Nah, I don't want to do this because I can tell that this isn't good for me in this aspect, or this isn't going to work for me here. Like, this is a time to really do that. So you don't have to be at this Three of Swords energy, right? We can turn that around. Now, we've got the Hangman. Yes, surrender to the moment, right? Hangman energy is about looking at things from different perspectives. So maybe this is something that just, you know, requires you to kind of open your mind a little bit. Be a little brave a little bit. Look, homegirl is doing a whole ass back bend hanging from something, you know? This is about having to surrender to a moment, having to surrender to, you know, the situation, right? Because this Two of Pentacles, it feels like you could be dancing around something. I don't know what specifically this is, Cancer, for you, because everyone's going to be different. This could be fears about moving forward, you know, fears about success. People have real fears about success and end up sabotaging all the time. Is it that? Or is it about the relationship? You don't think that it's real? You don't think they could possibly really care about you? You don't think that it'll really, like, what is it? Five of Wands. Clarifying the Wheel of Fortune. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is the karmic wheel that spins usually in our favor, right? This is when things get moving. So this talks about needing to, or not needing to, this talks about cycles ending and new ones beginning. Now, what is that cycle for you? For you guys, a lot, oh, I love it. Okay, all goes together. For you guys, it has a lot to do with this internal conflict that you guys always have, right? Nothing can mess up a situation faster than a fucked up thought process. I tell people that all the time, and I have to constantly tell myself that because I will think myself into a bad situation all the time. Like just overthinking, over worrying. And I feel like you guys are trying to come to an end to this because I don't think that you don't agree that this is an issue, right? Two of Pentacles, all that going back and forth on things that you know full well. So it's like, also, are you just holding how you feel because you're afraid that it won't work out the way you want it to? Like, what you have to really dissect what this is, because whatever this is, it's holding you back in the moment. And again, if you don't make the decision for yourself, the decision will be made for you. So if it's an opportunity in work, that decision will be made for you. It'll go to someone else. If it's a relationship, that person will eventually tire out and it'll be made for you. It'll be done, you know? The World, clarifying the Three of Swords. And then Temperance. I actually kind of like the World, clarifying it, because, you know, it's the closing out of a cycle, yes, but, you know, in what way? I kind of feel like it gives you some power in this. Nine of Wands. Nine of Wands person is someone who's gone through the struggle. They've gone through battle. They've gotten their head banged up. They've been hurt before. And they are willing, though, to move forward. You know, I think there might be something that shakes you up this month, and, you know, maybe kind of test really how you feel about something, really test your ability to move past something, like move past your fears, move past, you know, the blocks and keep going. I think you're going to keep going. I think you're going to put up a fight. Now, will there be friction in between that happening? Probably. There might be literally something that happens in order for you to be like, okay, I need to step it up. Example, let's say this is a person and let's say this is a relationship or something. Someone might come to you and be like, yo, you know what? I'm not really feeling this. Like, you're not giving me what it's supposed to be giving me. And I'm trying so hard and I just don't know where we're at. And so I don't know. I have to assume that you just don't really care. And, like, you know, let's say that wakes you up. This could also be vice versa, right? This is a general read, but this is a situation that I'm feeling. So whether it's you or the person in that shoe, there might be a shakeup this month, you know, that really makes someone kind of wake up. And if it has to do with opportunities, you know, things that aren't romantically, you know, based, there might be a shakeup, you know, that makes you kind of step up your plate so that you can get that position that you want or get, you know, whatever it is that you want. In your environment, you've got the King of Cups and the Sun card. I love that. So this is water energy and Leo energy. This is about happiness. I think that you guys, yeah, it just feels like something might happen this month that really kind of challenges you, but through that, you guys really figure out and get clear on what you want. You start to get rid of some of these swords, some of this stuck energy, right? And not gonna lie, it feels like it's gonna be quite uncomfortable at first, but I think the payoff is really, really good, because I think what's around you is a lot of opportunity, right? Whether we're talking about business, whether we're talking about travel, whether we're talking about love, I think that you'll get a lot of clarity this month. So maybe this Two of Pentacles, you know, has been, you know, the energy that you've been holding on to because you didn't have all the details of something, or, you know, you maybe the other person isn't quite communicating, or maybe, you know, whatever the situation may be. The sun, whenever the sun shines, it's like we get all the clarity, we get the answers. It is the card of yes. It's the card of moving forward, of passion, of happiness, you know, of getting over brick hurdles. So that's really, really good. And it feels like some of you guys, whoever this is applying to, you have someone around you who really loves you. King of Cups is a wonderful king. He's so sweet. He's so kind. He's so patient, right? He's loving. This is someone who gets it. There's someone who gets you, gets it, wants this with you. You know, the Sun card talks about family and kids and all that too. You have that around you. So is that what you're doubting? And if that is what you're doubting, why are you doubting it? Is it because there's other bigger things, you know, non-negotiables in there that are valid that you should be taking a harder look at? Or is it because that you're scared and you feel like you don't deserve it, can't have it, it can't be true, whatever, you know? Really, really look at that this month. Now, next you got the Five of Cups and you've got the Eight of Wands, right? Again, it feels like if you guys don't kind of say something or, you know, make something known this month, I don't want to say assert yourself in a certain way, but kinda, you know, you could miss out on an opportunity, right? The Five of Cups is someone who is so stuck looking at the past that they don't see the future. And maybe this might be where some of you guys are at, again, feeling like because of previous experiences, past experiences, you're not good enough and there's just no hope for you, right? This person is literally looking at spilled cups and there's Two of Cups behind him. There's a bridge behind him. There's ways of, you know, moving forward. Both of these cards kind of talk about someone who kind of is in a sad position, but in many ways, they either put themselves there or keep themselves there. This is like, okay, you put yourself there. This is like, okay, you're there, we get it, but you're keeping yourself there. Like you're keeping your focus on that when your focus should be on this, right? But you got Eight of Wands, communication, you know, perhaps travel, things coming at you faster than you think, right? Information coming to you, which I think can turn this around, because then at your last card, you've got the Ace of Wands. That's new action, new passions, right? New adventures. It's a potential for a new start. Aces are potentials. And it's something that's really, really, I don't know. I feel like it inspires you. It makes you feel good. It's fun. It's Libra. You got the Justice card. You came up in their read too, of course. We always come up in each other's reads. All right. Ace of Wands. Yes. Clarifying that is the Justice card. This is Libra energy, but this is also about, you know, number one, being balanced. Look at how she's balancing the scales. She's using the sword to do it, right? Knowing who you are. Look at the reflection, right? But this might be some new action starting up with, especially someone who may have Libra in their chart. You've got the Judgment card here, right? A second chance. Possible rebirth of a relationship. You got the Empress card here. Taurus, Libra energy. Taurus season is going to be good for you, I think, Cancer. I think this is too. I just think this is about kind of tying up some loose ends and really saying what it is that you feel, saying what it is that you want, getting that clarity, and not allowing yourself to think yourself into just a frenzy, right? Not just walking back and forth and not making a decision, actually moving forward, right? Using that fire energy, that cardinal fire energy to move forward. So, Oracle cards, you've got gold. You don't need someone else to fix you. Yes, I don't know who made you think that you did. Anybody who's ever made you feel like you need them in order to be anything, right? To have value, they're lying. You don't need anybody. You've got everything that you need. You're talented. You're amazing. You're capable. So even in terms of like pursuing your dreams, don't let people talk you out of pursuing your dreams. You've also got the Moonlighting card, which is great. It says you can start working on your dream career part-time while keeping your other job to pay the bills. Soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Ooh, what a word. Okay, so those of you who have like your 9-to-5s and then you have your passion projects that you do, keep working on it. It literally says soon your dream career will take flight and fully support you. Right? As you keep working on it, as you keep pushing forward. That's great. And then in terms of love, you've got trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith, right? Have faith. This is not having faith in a situation. This is also not having faith in a situation. What you've got around you is good stuff, right? You've got the goods. So there's no room for this. You can't do both at the same time. Not in this case, okay? I hope that this was helpful. I hope that it made sense. I hope that it resonates with you. If you'd like a personal reading, you can reach out to me at shesvibeytarot@gmail.com. Or go to my About tab, look at my menu of services and pricing and all that. And then if you'd like a live reading, you can schedule it yourself with the link that's provided, okay? I love you guys. I cannot wait to talk to you next month to see how all of this plays out. And I'll see you later, Cancer. Bye.